كايلي كوكو رجعت بمسلسل جديد عنوانه The Flight Attendant بعد فترة راحة قصيرة من وقت انتهاء عرض مسلسلها The Big Bang Theory سنة 2019. المسلسل بتدور أحداثه في إطار الكوميديا والغموض عن مضيفة طيران صحت من النوم ولقت جنبها جثة مجهولة وناسية أحداث اليوم اللي قبله.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for flying with us. I met Alex on the plane.
Hi.
Hey. It wasn't like when I wrapped Big Bang that I thought I want to do a thriller or that was this kind of goal I had in my head. I just wanted to find a great female character, and whether that was a comedy or a drama, I didn't know what that was going to be for myself. But I have a very strong gut feeling in my soul. I've had it my whole life, and when I read that book, I thought this could be a really interesting character for TV, and it happened to be this really interesting thriller with a little side of quirkiness, and I thought this would be a perfect, at least in my mind, a perfect new path for me.
He was so alive.
I think they know you're lying.
The whole night it just flickers. I can't remember anything about it.
Yes, I'm your best friend, so I have to ask.
Why'd you clean it up? I don't know.
Okay, So as I was wrapping Big Bang, my team, I have an amazing team who I've been with since I was 15 years old, kept kind of nudging me saying, you know, Kaylee, even though it feels like Big Bang is going to last forever, it's not. So you might want to start thinking of your next steps. And I'm like, no, I'm good. Whatever, things will come. And they said, you know, if you find a book or an article, we can adapt things. Like, start thinking that way. And I was like, okay, you know, it was not something that I wanted to do. And then one night, I mean, it sounds so silly, but I'm just like flipping through Amazon on my phone and I see this book coming. I see one sentence about Flight Attendant, and the cover of the book is a blonde woman. It just kind of looks like me. It was like this interesting, I'm looking and I'm like, what is that? And I got this like chill and I'm like, this is the book. And I had only read that one sentence. And so I immediately called my team. And the first thing I asked was, has Reese Witherspoon gotten the rights to this book? Like, I just assumed, right? And they were like, no. I'm like, oh, did I beat her to one? Like, she's so smart. She gets them really early. So that was like the first thing. And I said, you guys, I got to get this book. This is the show. And my entire team was like, great. So you read it. Tell us about it. But I hadn't read it. But I knew I needed them to get moving. So I'm like totally I'm like, no, it's great. And I'm trying to like make up all these things that I think it's going to be. Like, I knew it in my soul. So they're like, okay, we'll get moving with that and see if we can get the rights. So obviously, I quickly read the book, and thank God I loved it, because that would have been embarrassing. And here we are. I got the rights, and all of a sudden I had the rights to this book, and I was like, now what do I do? And I'm just like holding on to this book, like, okay, are we gonna do this?
I just can't stop thinking how that guy in 3C died.
The flight attendant. She knows more than she's saying.
The FBI wanted information about you.
I'm gonna keep digging. Do not do anything stupid.
Did you bring me to 3C's funeral?
My husband came to visit me the weekend that we wrapped and was there for the last kind of moments with the crew, and we were all crying and happy, and he goes, can you believe this all happened because you liked one sentence of a book? And I just thought that was he's right. Like, it really was that. It was very sweet.
You were a suspect before, you sure as hell are now.
How many drinks have you had today?
I'm a crazy drunk flight attendant, not a killer. What did you get me involved with? I feel like I'm losing my mind.
How do you think you're getting away with any of this?
Oh, God.